Hi, I'm Claire Fallon.
And I'm Emma Gray.
We're the hosts of Here to Make Friends, a podcast for anyone who loves
or loves to hate
the Bachelor franchise.
Now, let's talk about week 6, week 5B.
Sort of a half episode at best.
Half episode of Hannah's journey. Very fraught journey.
There are still some standout moments, and so we're excited to hand out these superlatives. And a couple close races. First up, most eye-opened.
I think we're going to have to give this one to Luke P.
And you know, Hannah also had some moments of being eye-opened.
I feel enlightened.
But Luke just really didn't stop.
He opened his eyes physically.
My eyes have been opened.
He says he had his eyes opened metaphorically.
Last night was eye-opening to me.
Only time will tell.
At every moment, his eyes were being opened, and it's hard to see what progress that allowed him to make, but we're looking forward to next episode.
Next, the biggest own goal of the evening.
In the spirit of the Women's World Cup, we're going to give that one to Garrett.
And he knew it. Garrett. A real tactical error. He tried to go after Luke P.
Luke, no one believes you. Nobody believes you.
And instead just ended up getting chastised himself.
Stay in your freaking lane.
Garrett was just coming out of a really strong moment during the cocktail hour. Hannah expressed that she was looking forward to continuing their relationship.
I want you to know that I am really enjoying getting to know you.
His rose was in the bag. And he immediately squandered that goodwill by restarting some sort of petty argument with Luke over the exactitude of Luke's truthfulness to them.
It's not about what went on, man. It's the principle of it.
Which he could have just left to be adjudicated by the viewers.
Yeah. So instead, every single one of the men got yelled at.
I feel like everybody thinks it's just Luke. That makes me feel freaking psycho and irritated right now. It's all of you.
Thanks, Garrett. Next, we have the most unnecessary and yet also necessary shirtless appearance.
This will always be Tyler C.
Always.
It's always necessary for him to be shirtless on our TV screens.
Thank you, ABC.
Next, we have the best alt title for The Bachelorette from this episode.
All we do is talk about stupid as delivered by Hannah herself.
Because all we do is talk about stupid.
She knows what this show's all about. She's learned a few things during her time on our TV screens.
It's almost like a little too on the nose, but I'm into it.
That's the main reason it's not already called that. Next, we have most terrifying pep talk.
Chris B. Harrison.
Chris Harrison goes in to comfort Hannah after she's fed up with all the guys yelling during the cocktail hour, and instead manages to tell her that it's kind of great that the guys are all fighting and screaming at each other because it means they just like her so much.
It's because they're crazy about you.
When the boys are mean to you or they hit you or they yell at you, it just means they love you. That is not a good message, Chris. Do not send that message to all of the viewers. This was a really, really crappy moment.
Not a high point for the episode. And I have to say, it doesn't make romance sound that great if the highest level of joy she can expect from it is men being unpleasant around her. That's success in this scenario.
It says a lot about the kind of relationship I'd like to find myself in.
I bet it does. Next, we have the biggest troll.
The show, The Bachelorette.
Hannah's shocking journey to find love continues
on all of us, because we were forced to sit through an episode.
How did we get to this point?
That was 45 minutes.
I know this might seem a little unusual.
Just a rehashing of what we had literally just watched over the last few weeks.
So I sat down with her to get to the bottom of it.
They know they have us over a barrel. We'll watch anything. We cruised into that.
We did watch anything, including the first 30 minutes of Grand Hotel, because they got us again with announcing the cast of Bachelor in Paradise.
I'll do anything for this show, and they know it. And so they made us watch 45 minutes of recap of a season we literally just watched. Great job, guys.
Next, the most serious sit-down.
I mean, there were a couple to choose
There were a
from
few.
this episode, but I'm going to have to go with the one where Hannah is wearing a silver sequin dress and sitting by the fireplace.
Well, that's what seriousness is, Claire. You can't have a serious conversation unless you are dolled up, professional makeup, and you're in front of a fire.
Thanks for sitting down with me.
You can have a medium serious conversation in a
It
sweater.
can be downtrodden, but it can't be the next level of
Can't be really
emotional.
plumbing the depths
Right,
of
exactly.
what happened.
Can I just have a one cocktail party that doesn't go to crap?
So when we see Hannah change into a silver dress
We know.
and have her formal hair and makeup done, we know things are about to get real.
I think there are some things we need to get to the bottom of.
Next we have the most unfairly maligned name.
Poor Marcus. Poor all of the Marcuses out there. Associated now both with Hannah Zit
Nobody likes a Marcus. Nobody likes a Marcus.
and that dude Scott who had a girlfriend.
So, Marcus is a piece of of my. That's so much Scott. Pisses me off.
I don't know what someone named Marcus did to hurt her, but I never thought of it as one of the objectively bad names out there.
No, and there are a lot of objectively bad names.
Apparently for Hannah, Marcus is that guy.
Marcus is like the guy that keeps butting in on the conversation.
I think this is going to change the way we all look at Marcuses going forward.
And finally, back to our old faithfuls. First, most likely to win the whole thing. I still think it's really neck and neck between Jed and Tyler C. But Jed, with his sort of softness and ability to kind of stay out of the fray, maybe edged Tyler out a little bit this episode.
And we also have most likely to be the next Bachelor. And I think Peter, who also stayed out of the drama throughout its whole unfolding, also put in a good look for himself to be the next
Oh,
lead.
absolutely. He really made a solid pitch. He's like, I will sit back, look pretty, and compliment the woman.
No more drama.
That's what everyone is looking for from the most desirable man in America.
And that's it for this week's Here to Make Friends Superlatives. Join us again for more love
And snark.
when we discuss next week's episode of The Bachelorette.
Until then, you can listen to Here to Make Friends on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen.